Ladies and gentlemen, many people are going to be upset over this decision the Department of Justice made in America, but it must be told. So, U.S. federal prosecutors are not going to go after murder charges in connection to Shanquella Robinson. This is indeed a travesty of justice. So her killers are going to walk, y'all. They're not even going to attempt to go after them. So this came out of Charlotte. Federal prosecutors will not file criminal charges in the death of Shanquella Robinson. They announced in a statement today, Wednesday. We know she was savagely murdered on October 29th, 2022, on a trip that she took with alleged friends to Cabo, Mexico. This is absolutely insane, just reading through this. So, questions about the Charlotte native's death emerged soon after an only intensified video that we all saw surfaced up on the internet of a fight that broke out, and she was literally violently beaten to death. And the people with her lied and tried to say it was alcohol poisoning, and it absolutely was not that. Soon after the video emerged, Mexico officials said Robinson died of a cracked spine and later charges against one of her friends. The United States has not extradited one person charged in Robinson's death. And, a few weeks ago, I did a video on a former FBI director that said extradition would more than likely not happen at all. Look like nothing, not only no extradition, but no charges. So, in their statement announcing no U.S. charges, the U.S. Attorney Dina King and the FBI said there is not enough evidence of wrongdoing to issue criminal charges in the case. So, what, the video is invisible? You got people beating up on her on a video, and you're saying that's not enough evidence? A video evidence is not enough to bring criminal charges. Then maybe you prosecutors and all of you folks, maybe y'all shouldn't really have jobs. That's the way I see it. Maybe you shouldn't have a job at all. Maybe that's what should not be enough to justify you being in that position that you're in. This is just crazy. Based on the results of an autopsy and after a careful deliberation and review of the investigative material on both the U.S. Attorney's Office, federal prosecutors, federal prosecutors informed Mrs. Robinson family today that the available evidence does not support a federal prosecution. Oh man, can you imagine the low state her family must be in today? Can you imagine the people that killed your daughter is walking free and they have no fear of being brought up on charges? Robinson's family met with King and investigators from the FBI late Wednesday morning. The family is expected to hold a press conference Wednesday afternoon. The meeting comes weeks after Robinson's family sent a letter to the White House demanding action. Robinson's case was addressed by the White House press secretary Corinne Jean Pierre days later. And what good are all of you? You know, what a waste of time. So you just sat around and you did nothing on the behalf of Shanquella Robinson other than wait this whole thing out just to let the family know that you're not going to go after anybody. Look at the amount of time that has gone by. October 29th, 2022, and today, April 12th, 2023, just to come to this conclusion. And you don't see anything coming from Mexico. So they just all just sat around and waited for time to go by just to let you know nothing is ever going to be done to these killers. Wow. So there's never going to be any justice in this case. Well, that's what they are saying today. And they've already informed the family. This is just, this is heartbreaking, especially when you watch how she was beaten down in that video. She financed her own death. She paid for that trip and paid for everybody on that trip just to get treated like that. She had animals for friends. They weren't friends. And see, this is why you better be careful about who you make any kind of connections with. If there's no more moral to this story, this is absolutely it. You better be damn careful about who you choose as a friend and who you choose to interact with. And those people that seem very indifferent towards you, you better fight like hell to keep them far away. Wow. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.